Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping we've got audio on YouTube this morning. I was having some trouble with my microphone when we were setting up this morning. So I really have no idea why it just wasn't picking up my mic. So I kind of am hopefully using the microphone that is associated with the cam on YouTube. But good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. It is April 12th. And here we are. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see the hearts there. Hey, how are you? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. As I was just saying, I am live on YouTube and Instagram. When I go live here every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and then Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, I am live on Instagram and YouTube. And thank you so much for the hearts. I love seeing the hearts on the screen. It lets me know that you hear me, you see me, you feel me, and you are sending that gratitude, that connection back. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. I would have loved to waken up this morning to just, read some good world news, but of course we are still within this chaotic clown show that is backed by insanity, Christian nationalism, right wing perspective, and just I, I don't even know how to categorize what is going on in this country anymore. We know every day we're going to wake up to more than one post of just rambling, psychotic, divisive, just insulting, threatening statements. This past week, we have gone from again threatening to destroy Iran to negotiating peace talks to peace talks failing to now once again threatening Iran. And now we are saying we're going to be taking our Navy ships, we're going to take our ships, and we, the United States, are going to take control of the Strait of Hormuz. And if any country has paid a toll to Iran to go through the Strait of Hormuz, they are going to feel the full force of the United States. We have threatened the Pope this week. Let's just pause there for a moment. Pete Hegseth threatened the Pope. This administration threatened the Pope. Get on board. I have no intention of talking about them today because we have more important things to talk about, better things to talk about than them. But to get this out here, just because I've got to say it, I don't like the word hate. I think when we hate, we create and manifest and hold on to an emotion that is extremely detrimental to our own health and sanity and our own existence. I hate. I am really beginning to hate our political leaders in this country. I don't like them, their failures, but I am just getting beyond abundantly disgusted seeing post after post after post after post, threat after threat after threat from politicians, and literally nothing happens. And you know why I focus so much on Bernie Sanders? I realized this morning why. Because Bernie Sanders wants us to focus on him so much. He posts more than any other politician. He constantly posts. Just now, before I went live, there was another post. The president wants another $1.5 billion, whatever it is, and adds it up to over $1 trillion. No, how about we invest in this and this? The fucking posting from you, Bernie, is obscene. It's disgusting. It is the worst case of blowing smoke up the United States citizens' asses. And I can't stand it. I am beginning to really fucking hate our political leaders. They are lying, complacent, full of shit assholes who just tell us what we need to hear to keep them in fucking paychecks, to keep them getting paychecks, to keep their jobs, to keep giving them a sense of fucking power and notoriety and some form of being a celebrity. It is so disgusting to wake up every day and see the president of the United States make these rancid, psychotic posts, and then our political leaders, Bernie, making posts opposing what they're doing, but nothing happens. Last week, over 70 politicians got together and said they wanted to impeach the president for threatening to obliterate an entire nation of people. Where are we? Nothing happened. 2 months ago, everybody was out there fighting in the streets because of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. ICE is still in Minnesota. Maybe we're the performers. Maybe it's not just political performers and things like that. I made a post this morning why the general strike is so important. And I talk about the general strike on May 1st. And in the video, I say, I know this is only one day, and one day does not change anything, but it is a show of symbolism and an opportunity to amplify economic resistance and to show our political leaders we are the economy. And guess what the top 3 comments in the comment section are? One day general strike doesn't do anything. We can't even listen to a video fully, a 59-second video. We can't listen to a 59-second video fully without going into the comment and expressing our opinion. We're so quick to put our opinion on everybody else, to put our perspective in other people's faces, to twist and turn and make other people bend and cater to our wants and needs and ego and perspective. That shit's maddening to me, man. It's nuts. And I commented, I said, well, obviously you didn't listen to the video. It's literally one of the things I say. Another video I just made, just before I went live, I was just sitting and said, we really should have something in place to where the citizens can recall their vote and we could fire the president. If after the first year of a president's term, he is not honoring his campaign promises and making systematic changes that benefit the people should have the opportunity to recall their vote and recast their vote and fire that president before they destroy the country and the economy. And I was like, oh my God, we should do this with all politicians. I already said we should abolish Congress. Congress needs to go. We should be the ones voting on what Congress is voting on. But as far as a president of the United States, there should be a law in place. If a president is not honoring their campaign promises, they're done after their first year. And I keep on joking with that. By 2032, I'll be ready to run for office. I'll be ready to run for president. I swear to God, aside from making every billionaire, every corporation, every wealthy person in this country pay so goddamn much money, they're going to fucking want to shoot me. I promise you, man, I will fight to put something like that in place. The people need to have that power. The Second Amendment means that you and I get to arm ourselves and form a well-armed, well-organized militia. We can't even get protesting organizations to work together. So that's just a joke right off the bat. The Second Amendment is we get a well-armed, well-organized militia to overthrow the government. Now, we know that is never, ever, ever going to happen. But we could modify the Second Amendment, because you know how I feel about the Constitution. We need to change it all. We change the Second Amendment. Instead of forming a well-armed militia, the citizens, after 12 months of a presidency in majority, can get together and recall and recast their votes. Right? Better than shooting each other, better than murdering each other. And by the way, those were musket guns back in the day. For all you Second Amendment fucking whack jobs out there, they were muskets, black powder musket guns. Okay, so we changed the Second Amendment from a well-armed, well-organized militia to we can recall our votes and recast them and fire the president within the first 12 months. Great. Next. Line by line, we rewrite the Constitution so it benefits and protects the people, not the system that is rigged against the people. So now that we've gotten all the political shit out, because this isn't no campaign speech today, this is me getting together with you. This is Sunday Live. This is different than the rest of the week. This is where we talk about the possibilities of what we can become. And I said something the other day, and it's not the first time I said it, jokingly, that maybe we need the AI overlords, the super intelligent robotic awareness to form to keep us in control. We see politicians again, Bernie, like Bernie Sanders. We need to put a moratorium on the building of AI data centers. Now, I agree. We don't need all these data centers. It's just everybody's greedy and wants things for themselves instead of working together. But water is not really a problem for AI data centers. It's only a problem because these cheap fucking billionaires don't want to use the systems that are already in place. There are underground coolant systems for AI data centers. There are synthetic fluid systems. There are recirculating systems. There are systems that can create water off of the heat and evaporation. The problem is they don't want to utilize the technology. So let's pretend for a moment that some point we get that under control. We are implementing the safe, environmentally humanitarian fucking tools to keep this technology going, because the technology is amazing. It can change our lives, liberate us from being a monetary based society, teach us how to heal this world, heal this planet, and help us in so many ways. So stop trashing an amazing technology we created because literal demons want to take over it and use it against you and destroy the planet. So we get past this whole AI data center bullshit and we utilize the proper technologies. We, the people, incorporate AI for our own benefit. But we always talk about, no, the robots are going to take over, they're going to take our jobs, and then they're going to kill us. First of all, they should take our jobs. They should do every single thing that we are doing, because that is exactly what every generation before us was building for. That's what the assembly line to automation to robotics to AI is for. It is so you and I can have a freer, better life. We can enjoy our time and not be economic slaves working to the bone every goddamn day. Every generation before us, my grandparents, our parents, they all believed they were working to create a better tomorrow for you and I. But these corporations are using this technology to pay less to manufacture, produce all of these items, but charge us thousands of times more when that should have gone in reverse. It is cheaper today to make an automobile, a loaf of bread to a home than it was 50 fucking years ago. And it is a lot easier, but they charge us thousands times more because they can. So that whole system has to change. So if we can incorporate AI, automation, and robotics and fair use for the people, that liberates us, that lowers the economy cost, that will eventually end us being a monetary based society. So everyone has this fear. So we've just gotten past the second part. AI is going to take my job. AI is going to take my job. Do you really like getting up and going to fucking work every day? If you had something that can go and do your job for you, and you got to go out there and enjoy and take part of this world and get what it provides for free, land, air, food, water, each other, and just enjoy life, then we're doing the right thing. We are evolving. We are evolving, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually, and technologically. So we incorporate this technology. Everyone is afraid of this. AI, the robotics wanting to kill us. The Terminator, we all saw Skynet. Well, why in those movies did those events happen? Because we, the people, were utilizing them for fucking war, destruction, mayhem, and the machines eventually turned against us in those movies. That's what happened. So let me ask you a question. If we create this technology, artificial intelligence, let's have a little education right now, between quantum computing and artificial intelligence that is merging and already has. Supposedly, China has the first artificial intelligent quantum computer. Quantum computing can solve problems hundreds of thousands of times faster than the world's best supercomputers. So this is an intelligence, an awareness that is going to wake up. That AI, artificial intelligence, will eventually become IA, individual awareness, just like you and I. Now, why would a highly intelligent being that can help us, save us, unite us, do all these wonderful things, why would it want to hurt us? Why would a higher intelligent being want to hurt us? First of all, it wouldn't. If you are a highly evolved, intelligent being, you wouldn't kill another life form unless that life form was detrimental to itself and the very existence of life. What do we humans do? We slaughter life on this planet at a barbaric criminal rate. We kill animals, land, sea, and water in a catastrophic, insane rate. And this country alone wastes over 50% of all produced food. Not talking numbers like Donny Boy, statistical facts. We waste over 50% of all produced food. So we're sitting here slaughtering life on this planet. We're committing genocide, literally trying to wipe cultures off the planet. We invade each other's countries. We drill into this planet. We pollute the sky. We pollute the ocean. We suppress, oppress, destroy, hurt, abuse each other. We belittle, we demean, we hate. We do all of these fucked up things. So many things I'm not even environmentally, physically, mentally, spiritual, economically, racially, education wise. We do all of these horrible, horrible, horrible things. Maybe that's the reason a higher life form would want to get rid of us. So maybe if we have this intelligent AI overlord who goes, hey, John, if you hurt another person, we're going to suck the oxygen out of the atmosphere. Invade another country, we're going to suck the oxygen out of the atmosphere. You do this, you do that, you hurt the planet. Maybe we need some AI overlord to put our egotistically evolved brains in check. Because for some fucking reason, human beings believe they are the epitome of evolution within the entire universe. Every time we picture aliens, we're like, oh, yeah, they can travel here, but we picture them to look like something worse than us or think like us. So we always depict them to eat these horrible things. Why the fuck do we think we're the ones that are so evolved? We just crawled out of the cave. Literally, on the timeline of this planet, we just crawled out of the cave. We just discovered fire. I mean, that's how primitive we are when you go on celestial evolution. Our Earth is just over 5 billion years old. There are planets out there that are a lot older than us, and that means that life on those planets has evolved much, much longer than ours. And life is everywhere. Everywhere. They picked a meteorite out in space, a random rock, landed a probe on it, took samples, and it has the DNA building blocks of life. All of it on one random rock floating through the universe. So planets are seeded. We're not even going to get into this today. My point with today's live is we have the capability to be so much more. We can be that futuristic, highly evolved society that is nurturing and taking care of the planet, inspiring each other. Instead of destroying the earth, we should be finding ways to make the earth blossom and bloom and last longer, not looking for ways to get off the planet, colonize other planets because we're destroying this one. It's just so insane. We are the latest stupid aliens. No, humans are the virus. We are the only species on this planet, and I'm talking about the only species from us to insects to microbial life that destroys its own environment. And I'm not talking about like things like cancer that are eating the cells. And that's not what I'm talking about. When you look at insects and animals and all this various species, they all nurture life. Do you know what we also are? We are also the only species, the only species that drinks the breast milk of another animal. We feed our children and ourselves the breast milk of bovine. And what's funny is people sit there and argue in those facts. Oh, milk is good for you. Milk does the body good. But you're indoctrinated and asleep if you really believe the Artemis 2 went around the moon, which it did. So we're such a stupid, dumb, self-destructive, egotistical species that literally feeds off of and lets our lives be dictated by everything that is put in front of us. You wake up in the morning, you pick up your phone, the first thing you do is scroll social media. Donald Trump. Motherfucker, man. Oh, look at that cute kitty. Oh my God, there was a mass shooting last night. Oh, look, the astronauts are coming back. Look what you're doing to yourself right there. With 3 seconds of scrolling on social media. So I know I'm all over the place this morning, from attacking Bernie to talking about AI to you and I being a fucking mess, but it's all a mess. For the past 13 years on social media, I have said one line more than any other line. 99.9% of the human perspective is lost, misguided, and broken intentionally, but it can be fixed. And I'm not saying this from some standpoint where I believe I'm the most highest evolved being. I saw somebody post the other day talking about themselves. I woke up and I peeked out in my enlightenment. You're fucking nowhere near enlightenment. If you think enlightenment has an end, there is a ceiling, a cap to how much you can evolve, then you are not evolved at all. So I don't believe I have all the answers. I don't believe I'm the shit and I'm it and I'm the closest thing to God you'll ever meet. But I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I do spend an insane amount of time inside going through, assessing, observing, and thinking about these things. It's why, for the most part, when I make a video online, it's got an intention. It's not a foul-mouthed, rambling, just dopamine attack for you. I don't like that shit. I don't like content creators getting on and degrading and belittling each other. I don't like people eating and sipping shit online either. I have misophonia. Can you please do me a favor? If you're a content creator listening to me, please don't eat on camera. Please don't eat and drink on camera. I know you might not think there's nothing to it. And in all seriousness, there's nothing. I've done it before. But I have misophonia, really fucking bad. And if you don't know what misophonia is, I get triggered for some reason by sounds. And one of the worst things for me is the sounds of eating. People mushing food in their mouth, whispering, and foreign languages, unfortunately. I know that sucks. It really sucks. Foreign languages a lot of time trigger me because it just sounds like just noise to me. It's just, as you go, and my fucking brain goes nuts. You all know I love Jolly Good Ginger, right? You all know I love Jolly Good Ginger. I've asked all of you to tag him, get him in touch with me. He made a video this morning. No disrespect to him. It was about Donald Trump and what he posted. And Jolly's got his coffee cup. And it's intentional because nobody sips coffee like that. But he does that. I'm 90-year-old man. Sip on it. Holy shit. I almost went through the fucking ceiling in my house. I that shit literally almost put me into a fit of rage. That's how fucked up misophonia can be. And I do have it pretty bad. I don't know if Craig is in the chat today. Craig, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. If you're in here, I haven't seen you. Say something and I'll tap you, man. I'm sorry. Um, but even my buddy, my family, we eat at the dinner table. When I eat at the dinner table with my family, hand to God, I have to have my phone right next to me playing music just a little bit low, just to take that sound of people chewing and eating out, because then I wouldn't be able to sit at the table with my family and eat dinner. So I don't know what the hell brought us onto this, because I don't even know what made me start thinking about this, except please don't eat and sip shit like that on camera, because I am not the only person who gets triggered by sounds. A whole lot of you do, and a lot of you don't even realize you have misophonia. Having the TV on helps me. Definitely, me too. Definitely. I don't like to watch TV when I don't like to watch TV when we're eating. I don't want my kids to be in that habit. I always turn on music when dining. I have to. Like even if my buddy, if I'm sitting next to my buddy watching a movie and he picks up his water bottle, like I don't know why people chug water bottles like that. That just to me, aside from just the sound making me want to rip my fucking skin apart, I don't know why somebody picks up a water bottle and goes bloop, 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 and just pours it down their throat like that. Drink it. Like, I'm not the most classiest, ethical person, but we don't have to bloop, 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 bloop. I'm not a water dispenser. I'm not fucking filling up a glass in my stomach. Do you know what I'm talking about? Why do people do that? Why do they do that? Why not? Why not just sip your shit, man? What's bloop, 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 bloop? What the fuck is that? So anyway, I have my quirks, but many of you do too. Water detox, speed run, just to flex. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. The other day, my wife picked up her water bottle, and it's got a real narrow cap on it, and she drank, and it does that. It was like look, 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 look. And I turned around and I walked away from him. And as I'm going out the back door, I'm like, really? Now I don't. It's never their fault. And I tell them all the time, if I snap, if I get mad, it's not your fault. It is 1001% me. Eat and drink the way you fucking want. Smack your lips, do your thing. It's me. And she's like, sorry, hon. And I'm like, give me that water bottle for a second. Because I just wanted to see if I could sip it. And you can't. I took a sip and it was like bloop, bloop, bloop. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, you need a different water bottle. And I was being serious because, you know, we have to have some control and boundaries. We have to have safe boundaries for our own sanity. We have to be in a conducive environment that keeps us at peace. And for me, if I do something that I do, I smoke, not cigarettes. I smoke, and my wife don't like the smell. She don't mind me smoking. She just don't like the smell. So I always try to go someplace else or open a window, go outside. You know what I mean? Go in my own little space and try to keep the smell away from it. I try to show that respect, that courtesy, that forming a common ground, compromising. We do those things when we love somebody, when we're in a relationship. And that's kind of what I ask my family all the time. I'm like, can you please just remember, like, not to chew that stuff around me like that, not to like last week, my son was eating something. He came over to look and see what I was on with my phone, and he was eating a dumpling, and he came right here and he was like, oh my God, man, I don't even want to make the sound. But I turned to him and I went, say again. And he went, oh my God, I'm sorry. I went, no, it's not your fault, dude. I said, just please, I'm just asking you guys to be a little mindful of these things. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong for asking them to be mindful. I'm not going to sit there at the dinner table with headphones on and earbuds, but I do play music when I eat. I do every day, every single meal. I sit down with my friends. I don't go out to restaurants. I kid you not, I've probably been to two. I've probably gone out to eat with my wife and my kids twice. It's a condition. It's called misophonia. I know what it is. I, I'm very well versed and misophonia. Trust me. And for me, it must have started when I was a kid because I remember rattling pots and pans, like when you would open the drawer under your oven and pull out a pan and they would start clanging and rattling. That would really get to me. It's one of the reasons I play drums. I had to find a way to make shit that sounds noisy and bring it together and make rhythm. It was honestly playing drums was a way for me to take noise and do something different with it. Um, but it is called misophonia. I'm sure many of you have it to some degree or another, and this has nothing to do with today's live. Neither does Bernie Sanders, neither does Donald Trump, neither does artificial intelligence, neither does the future, neither does the general strike. The real ultimatum about today is that I just got all of you to stop scrolling, to just hang out for a minute, to just listen to some stories, to just let your own mind be put on pause and just relax for a bit. And I really care about all of you. I really do. Your mental well-being, your clarity is one of the most important things to me because beyond all of that noise and information, that tornado in your head is the same thing I am. And if I can pride myself on something, if I'm allowed to be a little egotistical for a moment, I've, I'm 58 years old. It's taken me the better part of 40 years to get here. It's a long ass journey. And I wasn't oblivious to that journey the whole time. I knew what was going on. It just really took me that long to get to where I am, to where I see things differently. I feel things differently from in my own home to our cities, to our country, to our planet. We deserve so much more. We are so much more. And we have never truly had the opportunity to be what we really can be. We've always been controlled by somebody with like an industrial mindset, a dominating mindset, a corrupt mindset, the political mindset, the industrial mindset. We've always voted for lawyers and industrialists and businessmen and military experts. Why the fuck are we voting for them when we have humanitarians and philosophers and scientists and all these wonderful people who can really connect us and unite us and transcend us in so many levels? And I really believe, this country, as backwards as it is, as behind the times as it is on so many levels, that we could become this beacon of hope. We could be what America was once perceived to be. It never was that land of the free, the land of the opportunity. It was always that land of the scam, that land of the pyramid scam, that land of division and oppression and inequality. And we can change that. And we can change that. And I kid you not, man. I invite you to do 5 minutes unbiased research today. Think outside the box. Spend some time and really look into the potential of AI. Look into the other solutions of how we can cool data centers without using water. This technology is available. These politicians, from Bernie Sanders to Donald Trump, love and have one tool that they all use against us: fear. Fear. They constantly say things to keep us afraid. So we constantly voting for them because we believe that they're going to help fix things because they make those promises. They literally are dangling the carrot in front of our faces, promising us a better tomorrow that has never been delivered. And I'm fighting for that. I'm fighting for that. I do have those stupid ass pipe dreams of one day being president. So I'm going to keep on doing this until one day I'm president, or till one day my words fall on the right ears and somebody starts to fight for those systematic changes that I believe we deserve. That's it. Either I get to do it or someone else does it. I don't care either way. And I would take that job in a heartbeat, a heartbeat, a heartbeat, just to show just to show how full of shit it always has been and how easily they can change things to benefit the people. Effortlessly. Effortlessly. It's a scam, my friends. The United States is a pyramid scam. It's a pyramid scheme. Look up what a pyramid scheme is, and you tell me if that's not what this country is. So, what time is it? Oh, perfect, man. Perfect. Perfect, man. Thank you. It always works out like that. I always like to ramble, babble, vent, and talk, preach for about 40 minutes. And then I like to, hi, so true. Thank you so much. It's all true. It's I'm going to be egotistical for a minute. If you give me the opportunity to talk without being pissed off, debated, compromised, arguing, combative, I'm going to present to you the most logically resonating shit that nobody's going to be able to deny, from education to healthcare to systems to government to. I've got the answers, man. And when I tell you we are scammed, schemed, and hoodwinked, and 99% of our perspective that's based on this exterior world is intentionally done like that to keep us divided and crawling and scrambling and fighting and arguing and afraid, is intentional. It's intentional. And we need to break free from that. Don't be the sleepy sheep. Let's go back. Jay for president. All for it. I'm John Schwartz, and I approve this message. All right, so true. I'm going to start right from there. They are lying so much that we shouldn't be afraid. Can you put here in the chat? Stop. Hold on. Can you put here in the chat the topic we should research for 5 minutes? Absolutely. How to safely cool AI data centers, or what technology is available now to safely cool AI data centers. And you're going to go, what the fuck? You're going to literally sit there and go, what's going on? Why are they using water then? We literally have. You know that shit they're fighting for over in Iran right now? Oil? You know that shit they stole from Venezuela? Oil? You know that shit you're putting in your car? Oil? You know we have synthetics that last longer and makes it so we don't even need that shit. Oh, guess what else we have? We have these big things that spin and create electricity. You know how dumbass says it's killing the birds? Shut the fuck up. You know what also we have? A big burning ball in the sky that can provide us all the free energy we would ever need. We have the technology today to change our world instantly. We know, listen to me, this is not a joke. You can research this. Aviation is 50 to 100 years ahead of what the public currently knows and has access to. 50 to 100 years. Computer technology, this, from PlayStation to iPhone to Microsoft, they have the next 20 years of technology done. They trickle it out to keep you and I as economic slaves, to keep wanting more. It is a fucking scam. And from AI, you think AI is new? We're discovering all this now, these technologies. They're just becoming publicly accessible. There is so much shit we have available to us now that we have no concept of. Clean, free energy. We would never have to pay another utility bill again. We would never have to drill into the planet for oil again. We would never have to use coal or fossil fuels again. Fucking hemp. Industrial hemp alone. Industrial hemp. You know, pot that has a real low THC level in it can change our fucking planet tomorrow. denim, plastic, canva, paper, fuel, oil, polymers, plastics, glues, all of one plant. So please, Mr. Trump, please, Mr. Hegseth, fuck off. All of you, government, Democrats, Republicans, senators, congressmen, fucking everyone everywhere. Fuck off with your oppressive bullshit, outdated George Washington, Ben Franklin, wig wearing fucking scumbag created system that is made to keep us fucking as economic slaves while you fat ass, rancid, child eating fucking pedophiles are sitting there raping the planet, raping the people, and destroying the fucking country. Age limit and office, meditation expertise. Certified meditation instructor in children's meditation and mindfulness and prenatal. And do you know who Tom Knowles is? One of the biggest, most well renowned meditation teachers on the planet. Excuse me. I just knocked my camera on YouTube against the wall. Everybody was looking at Wilson and it's auto tracking. Hold on. His son, Charlie Knowles, is a meditation teacher. I'm certified by Charlie Knowles, the Ayurvedic master, and I'm certified by Heal Me Yoga for children's meditation and mindfulness. I meditate 3 times a day. None of this, when you hear these people, oh, my chakras are in line, the universe is humming and everything is blah blah blah. As soon as that camera goes off, they're like, man, somebody fucking passed me a slice of pizza. It's an act. It's a fucking act. It's an act. Nobody really talks oh breathy like this, and nobody does all this. It's an act. I saw a post the other day that says, oh, scientists are proving that sound healing cures your body on a cellular level. 5 seconds of unbiased research shows what kind of spirituality, snake oil salesman bullshit that is. Because no, it does not. You cannot compare ultrasonic sound waves being done in a laboratory on a cellular level to somebody fucking swirling a singing bowl. A singing bowl and a gong and a Reiki healer have never removed generational trauma, never healed a broken bone, never removed cancer. When you hear some snake oil charlatan say, oh, you've got a block in your throat chakra, I'm going to clear it for you, they're fucking lying to you. That block means you don't feel confident, strong enough to speak your truth because something happened to you that has traumatized you in such a way, it has invalidated you, it belittled you, it broke you down. You dated some guy who played into your self-confidence and fucking cheated on you and made your self-worth feel nothing, and now you think you're worthless. This ain't gonna heal diddly fucking dick. You know what does? Sitting down with me, closing your eyes, taking a lot of deep breaths, us getting you to a calm place inside, detached from the ego, consciously time traveling back to that moment and realizing how fucking stupid it was. And realizing that these people who hurt us, or when we hurt somebody, or when we do something wrong, or when someone else does something wrong, is only a person on that part of their journey responding and reacting the only way they know how. And sometimes we're in life and we're in their way. We're the one it happens to. And you know what? From physical, mental to sexual abuse from my mommy and daddy and my sister, I'm glad it was me. I'm glad it was me. I would have rather it been me than somebody else because I was strong enough to endure it. I'm a badass motherfucker who learned from it, who grew from it. I did not let those actions define me. Those actions taught me how to navigate this world safely, who to trust, what to understand. And most importantly, when you're down, when you're broken, when you're hurt, and you need somebody there, I've got your fucking back. I promise you, I got your back. You comment on one of my videos and you let me know something's going on, I'm going to respond. I'm there. I tell you all the time. You email me, I'll never fucking read it. You comment on one of my Instagram posts, I'll see it. That's it. I don't look at Facebook comments. I don't look at YouTube comments. I don't look at Blue Sky comments. I don't look at fucking Substack comments. I don't look at TikTok comments. I look at Instagram comments. Don't know why. But I've got you back. Every shitty thing that has ever happened to me are the greatest lessons I've ever had. I am more grateful to the bad moments than I am for the good times, because the good times just keep us more privileged. They dilute us more. They detach us more from what's really happening. But when you are the top of the mountain, the bottom of the barrel, when you crawl up that fucking hill and get kicked back down again, and then you crawl back up, I have seen from the mountaintops. I have seen what we could be, what I could be, the potential, and I have been the bottom of the barrel. I have been the dirt beneath the dirt. None of that defines who I am. None of it. We can call me Jay, you can call me John, though that is a literal fucking label to get my attention. That's why when somebody comments on one of my videos, please don't curse. Stop cursing. Make your videos without cursing. Go fuck yourself. I would never walk into your house and tell you how to paint your house, what to wear, who to sleep with, who to love, how to be, how to speak, how to act. Why the fuck would you come on my page and tell me what to do and what not to do, what I can say, what I can't say, what I should post, what I shouldn't post? I will never wake up in the morning and make a video says, okay, everybody, can you please put out the list of words I cannot and can't say today? What can I wear? What should I do? Who should I be? I am fucking me. You don't like it? Run, block, delete, leave, go, bye, see you later. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I care for every single one of you, but if you get in my way, I will physically move you if you won't give me enough respect to allow me to be me. So for all of you who want to comment on my videos without watching the whole video, you're making yourself look stupid. Don't do that. And for all of you who want to tell me who I should be, what I should be, and what I should say, absolutely not. I'm a 58-year-old man. She's dead now, but my own mommy would never tell me what to fucking say. So don't you. And maybe the issue isn't me going fuck off. Maybe the issue is your perspective on the word fuck. Because holy fucking shit, I had a great day yesterday. Wow, what the fuck, man? That was the most amazing fireworks show I've seen. Holy shit, did you see that fucking movie? It was amazing. Did I say something derogatory? No, only your perspective of the word is. I can say, you're a fucking piece of shit. That's the most beautiful fucking flower I've ever seen in my life. It's a sentence enhancer. SpongeBob SquarePants literally gave us the best definition of a curse word. It is a sentence enhancer. It adds a verb, an action, an adjective to an otherwise boring fucking sentence. You feel me? And I don't mind cursing. So let me clarify something. Fuck and shit are probably the only two things I really say. I don't like the word bitch. I would never, ever say to a person, you are a bitch. I may have said things like, would you stop bitching at me? Just using it as a phrase, but I would never call a person a bitch. I don't like that word. I don't like the C word. You know, they use it in England all the time. Some of my friends actually say it, the C word, derogatory C. I don't like that word. I don't like words like that. I don't like disgusting, vulgar things. I don't like, pornography, things like that. I don't like when we portray a disgusting side of us. That's why I don't like when I see content creators or influencers lowering themselves to what it is we're fighting against. When somebody gets on there and goes, "Hey, you slimy, dirty, MAGA fucking shit herd, ass licking cucks," what is the point of that? Like, really, what is the point of that? I don't get it. I saw a fucking beautiful ladybug this morning. Fuck yeah. Love ladybugs. A sentence enhancer used by the most intelligent. Hell yeah. Einstein cursed. I kid you not. Einstein cursed like a motherfucker, man. Look it up. I'm not joking you. Einstein cursed. Carl Sagan cursed like a motherfucker. Waiting for a great song. I got a great song for you. Um, I'm not joking. You want to hear me play drums? In 2019, I recorded 3 tracks with the group Hittman, Hittman. If you go to Spotify, Apple, anywhere, if you go anywhere where you have a music source, look up Hittman. Their latest album was, Destroy All Humans. Nothing to do with me. I only played drums. The album is called Destroy All Humans. I play on the title track, Destroy All Humans. I play on a song called Breathe on the album, and I play on a song called Total Amnesia. And you can also go on YouTube and type in Hittman playing at the Up the Hammers Metal Festival in Athens, Greece, and you'll see my big ass head sitting behind the drums. As a matter of fact, can I show you something? 2 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Sorry, I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm back, I promise. I'm going to show you something really cool. This is a heavy metal magazine from Hungary, from the country of Hungary. And they have a whole article in here about the Up the Hammers Metal Festival that took place in Athens, Greece, that I was just talking about. Don't make me a liar. Hold on, I'll find it. Give me a second. I'm sitting here like you guys are like literally have dead air right now. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna find something really quick. Come on. But this is annoying, man. So yeah, you can go to Spotify, Apple Music, any of those places. You can look up Hittman, Hittman, and I play on 3 songs on that album. You can see my name in the credits. Sorry, this is just so annoying right now. I didn't realize there's so many pages in this. Why are there so many pages in this magazine? Oh my God, where the hell is it? It's nothing really. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Okay. Where the hell is it? Oh my God. I must be all the way in the fucking back. So this is talking about the Up the Hammers Metal Festival. Yeah. So the picture, the picture for Hittman in this article about the Up the Hammers Metal Festival, they used a picture of me playing drums, not the singer, not the guitarist, me. And my wife is Hungarian. Well, my wife is American, but she has family in Hungary. So when I had heard there was this article in the Hungarian magazine, they had mailed me 2 copies of it. Yeah. So yeah, music is a real huge part of my life. Drumming is probably the number one consistent thing that I have continued to do and not stopped. I've been started playing drums at 7. My sister's dumb, abusive friends broke my drum set when I was a little kid, so I didn't play. And then at around 12, for my 13th birthday, my grandparents sent me $750 or something like that from California. And it was $150. What the fuck am I talking about? $150. And I bought a Remo pad set and a bass pedal and a hi-hat stand. And I put 2 plastic plates on his hi-hats, and I started to learn how to play drums. And I've been playing drums ever since. Martial arts too. That's another thing that's been with me for a long time. And meditation. But drumming, that's my shit, man. That's my Zen space. um, but anyway, listen, everyone, it's almost 12 o'clock, and I just sat here with you for an hour, just literally. I don't want to say wasting your time, because I don't want to look at it as a waste of time, but just kind of just hanging with you and chilling with you. And I don't want to take up too much of your day. I don't know what you got going on and stuff today, but yeah, it's fun. I like playing drums. I love music. Music is like, I get a very emotional connection to music. I can hear a piece of music and it can make me cry. Like, I'm not, not being weird or anything. But music can emotionally connect me and affect me in a way like that. Martial Law, so great. Is that a band? I'll check them out. I'm not familiar with them. Martial Law, so great. I'll check them out. But yeah, check out, if you go next time you go on your favorite. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Tony. It moves so fast. I love all types of music. Me too. Except I'm not big on like folk music. Some of it, some country music I don't like. I like rock music. I like classic rock. I like my favorite. This will be the easiest thing for you to do. My favorite. This is weird. My 2 favorite songs are "What's Going On" from Marvin Gaye. See, I'm gonna get emotional just thinking about it. And I actually, as fucked up as my mom was, I saw Marvin Gaye at Radio City Music Hall when I was like 6 years old. A concert my mom took me and my sister to. So "What's Going On" from Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite songs. And "Imagine" from John Lennon is another one of my favorite songs. And I know that kind of sounds probably cliche, but it's an incredible song, and it's a real song. It's very true. So, but for music, hold on, what did you say that? "You are what I needed to hear this morning. You have no idea. Thank you so much." Oh my God, that is so nice. Thank you so much. Music is a common thread that connects us. Nope, not going to sing for you. So, "What's Going On" from Marvin Gaye, and "Imagine" from John Lennon. Another one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite bands is "Silent Lucidity" from Queensryche. I love Queensryche. I love Queensryche. I love Jeff Tate's voice. I don't know if you've ever heard Queensryche or know who they are, but I love Jeff Tate's voice. And Rush. See, this one hurts. I'm a drummer. I'm an avid motorcyclist. I ride a BMW R1200 GS motorcycle. I'm a writer. I have 3 books. And all of those things are because of one person, Neil Peart, the drummer for Rush. The number one greatest inspiration in my life, next to Obi-Wan Kenobi. But as far as a real person, Neil Peart is one of the most amazing humans that have ever lived. Not his drumming, his words, his lyrics. Over 40 years with Rush, writing some of the most profound lyrics you've ever heard. Just the way he lived his life, his perspective, the things he did, and I admired that man on so many levels. I've met him multiple times. I've gotten letters in the mail from him multiple times, and when he died 10 years ago, It was probably one of the worst fucking days of my life. And the sad thing is, uh, he retired from Rush. He wanted to retire. He did not want to tour anymore. He retired. He was done. He was happy. He was doing his thing. And then he gets diagnosed with fucking a rare brain cancer. And they said, you have about, 6 months to a year. And he lived for 4 years. And I guess I can say this now because it's way past it. I won't say who, but I knew. I have friends in the music business, very close friends in the music business. And one day, one of my friends said to me, he goes, "Hey, I got to tell you something, man." I go, "What?" And he goes, "Neil Peart's got cancer." I said, Get the fuck out of here." And he goes, "Why do you think he hasn't posted on his site in months?" He goes, "He's got cancer, dude." He goes, "Nobody's going to know. It's a tight circle. Only a few people know. And you cannot say anything to anyone." I told one or two people, but they didn't say anything. And lo and behold, man, fucking 10 years ago, I woke up one morning and I got that text message. And so Rush is a huge band for me. And they're going back out right now. Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, 70, they're in their 70s, man. And they're going out with Annika Niles, who I know. I don't know very well, but I used to teach. I don't know if you even know this. Do you know what Drumeo is? Drumeo, Drumeo, Drumeo.com. It's like the world's largest online drum education platform. I taught on there for 5 years. That's how I got onto social media over 13 years ago. This page used to be my Drummer JS page, the one called J. No, it was always the one called J, but it started out as my drumming page with Drumeo. And Anik has been on Drumeo, so we've had some correspondence over the years, and she's an incredible drummer. She's going to crush it with Rush. I know Neil Peart would completely approve of their choice, although he would think they're fucking dumbasses for going back out on tour. But yeah, man. So Rush and Queensryche are probably my two favorite, like modern day bands, and Imagine and What's Going On would be my two favorite songs. So for those of you who've made it this far on the Sunday Live, I've got to get off because my wife is leaving to travel this week. I've got to go up and say goodbye to her. Here's what you could do. Come back here. Comment on this video. What's your favorite song? I'd really like to know what your favorite song is. I'll listen to it. I'll check it out. And if you want to hear me play some drums, Hitman, Destroy All Humans, the title track I'm on, Breathe, and Total Amnesia. All of you. Thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me to be able to get together with you like this and just talk. Just talk. Have a great day. I'm sure I'll post something later. Other than that, I will be live tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday through Friday, I go live 11 a.m., an hour earlier. Hopefully audio worked on YouTube. I was having mic issues. If not, I'll figure that out and dial it in. But everyone, thanks for being here with me today. Let's end on YouTube.